Cheers.
All right, cheers.
One more time, yeah.
One more time, hopefully.
So, Dennis, thank you
No
so
doubt.
much for having us in your garden. It's
My
amazing
pleasure.
place.
I'm glad to be coming.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit yourself, your background, and how come that you are creating these amazing places.
Well, my background was in tech. Started up a couple digital music companies, and so that didn't really play a factor in getting into the native plants. But for me, my background, my other part of my background was mountain biking. So I spent a lot of time mountain biking, and a lot of time riding through the nature of San Diego, and I gradually fell in love with the nature that I was riding through. And about 15 years ago, I decided that I wanted to create nature in my garden too. So I spent a lot of time learning about how to do that.
I see. So for how many years are you doing this? For how many years have you been creating places like this?
Well, it really has been, it started about 15 years ago.
So 15 years.
Yeah, 15 years, maybe
Cheers.
the first time.
Cheers.
15 years. Yeah, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about how to kill plants, kill native plants. The first 5 years or so, I killed so many plants and had to go to the dump so many times. And it really wasn't until about, I guess maybe 10 years ago, that I started trying to mimic nature and use local native plants. Then everything got easier and the garden got much more beautiful, and then it became very fun.
Beautiful. Well, you and your wife and the amazing family are living here for how many years now?
We've been here about 20 years, I think. Yeah, just about 20 years. Yeah.
So when you moved here, what was the garden look like? How was it?
So it was totally different when we moved here. It was palm trees and grass, like probably most Southern California landscapes. It required a lot of water. It had nothing to do with nature whatsoever. It was kind of pretty. There was a lot of flowers, but it required a lot of water and was completely unnatural. And so, like I said, as I spent more time in nature, I said I didn't want that. I wanted something that really looked like nature.
So another question, how was for you to make a garden for yourself? Because usually as a landscape architect or garden designers, we like to create beautiful spaces for other people.
Yeah.
When it comes to our own place, I'm like, oops, that's a trouble. How was in your trouble?
Well, two ways to look at it. Part is, I totally agree that as much pleasure I get out of it, it's not really complete unless somebody else enjoyed it as much as I do. So luckily my wife also really enjoys the plants. So I always, whenever I do a new part of the project or change plants, I always get her to come out and look at it. And we spend a lot of time right there every evening, just sitting back and watching the sunset and watching all the animal life. So it's nice to be able to share it with someone, and also nice to be able to share it with other people like yourself and California Native Plant Society members that come out for tours and look at it as inspiration also.
Yeah, absolutely. Dennis, based on your experience, do you have any advice for people who are watching this? How to create these spaces? What comes like from your experience?
Well, you can bring it well down to just a real quick concept of mimicking nature. That especially the nature of Southern California, it's very different, unusual. In this Mediterranean climate where it doesn't rain at all for 9 months of the year, 8 or 9 months of the year. So it's not like a normal garden where you can just water it and fertilize it and things will grow. If you water plants in the summer in Southern California, most of California, they'll die. They're just not used to it. So you have to mimic natural irrigation systems of using roots to pull water from water sources, to moist sources to dry sources. You have to grow really only the local natives that grow here and that naturally grow here. They basically use various other biomimicry sort of solutions. So what I recommend is, I created this cowscape site. You can go to cowscape.org and look at the planting guide, and it will kind of explain exactly what to do to mimic nature in a native garden.
All right. So, Dennis, thank you so much for having us in this amazing garden and for creating all these beautiful experiences, not only for yourself but also for people who watch this.
It's great.
And tell us about yourself. How can we find you? We'll let you look our website, any places where people can contact you in order, if they want to have a new garden or something?
Well, I only do gardens for my close friends.
Here you go.
So I'm really not in the business of landscaping. So,
Yeah.
but you know, I'm passionate about it. So I like to give people. I'm happy to give people advice. And but the best way to reach me is through Calscape. So if you just look at the contact button at Calscape, if you enter a field and contact Calscape, that'll come to me, and I'm always happy to give people advice. And part of Calscape is we have all kinds of contacts to nurseries, so you can see the nurseries that are closer to you, and I can help people find designers and landscapers that are knowledgeable about native plant landscaping if they like as well. So contact me and I'll help any of your viewers.
So that's calscape.com, right?
Yes, CALSCAPE.org.
.org, not .com, .org.
Exactly. That
All right.
works too. So they go for it.
All right, well, thank you so much.
All right, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.